What's going on, guys? I'm Jay, and this is my Irvington Unity Day video for 2017. Well, not just Unity Day. I mean, you're damn right the Charlottesville footage is in there, and there's two reasons for that. One, there isn't much that I can say about Unity Day that wasn't said in the National Night Out video. I'm sorry, guys. They were just both perfectly, fantastically well put together events. And number two, I haven't heard my position on this situation. So I want to put it out there and see how much hate I can get. First things first, Unity Day was fantastic. I find the contrast in the two American towns of Irvington and Charlottesville happening virtually simultaneously to be fascinating. So points to Tony Voss and his administration for putting together another wonderful community-focused event. Now, let's get to Virginia. The white nationalists, alt-right, KKK, super omega level racist, were rallying to protest the impending removal of a General Robert E. Lee statue. They linked the night before and had a march to the cadence of White Lives Matter, holding torches and creating what I, as a black man, can only describe as a terrifying scene. But here's where it gets weird. They didn't harm anyone physically. They chanted and marched. The protest the next day was scheduled, and had those who decided to counter-protest just gave them their space to do such, none of the violence that happened would have. When I was interviewing with New Jersey Working Families, and that's one of the state's premier progressive organizations, I was asked about how I felt when it came to gay, trans, and other SJW stuff. And I replied that how I feel doesn't supersede anyone else's rights. And that's the way I maintain it to this very moment. Now, let's be 100% clear. I despise what those people stand for. I completely condemn and hate and just so much vitriol towards white supremacy. And I take it with the same vigor that I condemn black supremacy and Asian supremacy and Puerto Rican supremacy and Vulcan supremacy. In my eyes, it takes more than complexion to convince me of your quality as a human being. But as a human being, particularly one of my countrymen, you have the right to express your displeasure, and so do they. See, what I find really amazing is that the counter-protesters had already won. The statue is scheduled for removal, so why not let them grieve? But in the age of the internet and virtue signaling and self-righteous indignation, you see a perceived opportunity to fight intolerance with more intolerance, and you just gotta take it. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing at all. Be unbothered. It's sort of like the same way I feel about the word nigger. Last week, I went to a local meeting where I was told that not everyone is poor, so poverty isn't a big deal in a township that has a 23% poverty rate. Let me ask you, which do you think angers me more? Some random white person saying the N-word, or those who live in these communities and claim to love these communities, ignoring the real issues that plague us? Look, I understand my views on race don't jive with everyone's, but everyone didn't grow up here. Everyone didn't grow up in Irvington in the 80s. By the time I was 12, I made out with a black girl, a white girl, and an Indian girl. I mean, do you get any more multicultural? Racism is a terrible disease. But my experiences here in my hometown taught me that it's not a person's color that matters. It's who that person is on the inside. Their character, as Dr. King so eloquently stated in his I Have a Dream speech. These events that have taken place in Virginia, they bring to mind I keep messing up this word, analogous Malcolm X used of the wolf and the fox when speaking on the difference between Caucasian liberals and conservatives. I can go on forever about this, but let's wrap this up. Unity Day was amazing fun. It's always great to see the community come together and have a good time and dance to Melba Moore and enjoy themselves. But it does kind of suck that it's so close to National Night Out because it crept up on me. I made advance. I made plans. And even though I knew that it was coming in advance, it's crazy. So I didn't stick around very long. Next week, there's the new Unbound. It's on its way. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do all the YouTube things. If I'm wrong, you just ignore it. Ignore these people. You gotta ignore the ignorance. If I'm wrong, please, let's have this conversation in the comments. I would love to hear your viewpoint. I mean, please curse me out, knock yourself out. I'm sure you're ready to. Sure your fingers are itching, so please knock yourself out. So until the next video, take care of yourselves and each other. Love.